Hey guys, it's Daniel Faust, Learn and Live. It is day 3, Wednesday. Hope you guys had a great day. It was beautiful and sunny out in Delaware. It's getting warmer, breaking out to short sleeves. Hope you guys are doing well, and love for you guys to join us in each and every day as we go over and visit different rooms. We're back in the living room again, training your kids for Ready Player One generation. If you don't know what Ready Player One is, it's a movie that came out in 2018 talking about a time in the future of the United States and the world, roughly about 2035, 2040, people in virtual reality and because of economic woes and whatnot. And we're kind of in that same world as COVID-19 presses on. Our culture is changing daily as I've been reading the news. Our schools are changing daily. Looks like some of us won't be going back to school even in the fall, at least colleges. And our economy is radically and fastly morphing. People that I thought that would be thriving are just surviving. People that I thought that were surviving are now thriving. We have pivoted, and our kids will be in a world that no one will recognize, but we will need to adapt and overcome. We will know what happened in the past as adults, but just like when I grew up during, not during 9/11, but during the 90s with the war, the Gulf War, I didn't know what I was going into and what the world morphed into. We never had war on TV, and just those things in 9/11 has shaped our lives. This COVID-19 is going to shape their lives. So let's go get them thriving. So this week, we're going to empower you with 5 tactics to help your kids to go over and transform to superheroes so they thrive in this Ready Player One world. And again, we're going to dive deeper into cracking your kids' code so they go over and thrive. Because it doesn't matter if you have 1 kid, 2 kids, they look like the same kids like my twins, or they're different kids. They all are beautiful, and we need to go over and to understand their unique style. Because as parents, some are going to be easy naturally, right? You go over and you have your favorite child, right? We can't go over and say that, can we? But it's true. We all do have our quote unquote favorite child. And because they're our favorite, it's more than likely they're our own bank code personality style. The closer they are in the style of you, the more than likely you're going to go get along. When you go over and they're the opposite of you, sometimes they're hard because they're the exact opposite of you. But that doesn't mean, and it doesn't mean it has to be that way. We can go over and make a choice to go over and to thrive with our kids. So let's take it to the bank again, superhero style this time, and bring it up another notch. We'll give you a quick refresher on each of the codes, but we're going to give you a superhero tactic tip for parenting that particular child in that particular style. So if you watched yesterday's episode, it's kind of a review. And if you're watching it new, it's kind of like new. So either way, good to go over and to reinforce. And again, this is always a dialogue, not a monologue. Let's check out the comments. Okay, we'll go over and looks like that's not in context of the question. So, all right, so let's go jump in. All right, so taking to the bank, superhero style. Let's jump into the first style, the blueprint style. Now, from yesterday, if you were in us, again, this is a review. If this is your first time watching, this is new. All right, so blueprint. As you go over and see on the card, they like to have time and check blocks and calendars and things of that nature. For them, they look for stability in structure, stability in thoughts, stability in the day, those types of things. They like stable in their school schedule, their home schedule, their friend schedule, everything else. They like systems and processes. For them, systems is save yourself time, energy, and money. They love systems. They like very much processes on how to go do things, and they like to replicate it over and over again because they like predictability. For them, they're the very responsible child. If you have the child that has the watch, when you tell them to be there at 1 o'clock, they are there at 1 o'clock and waiting. If you are the opposite parent, they're going to think that you're irresponsible or maybe even a liar to go over if you go over and give them a set time. For them, they like credentials, people that validate things and consistency. They love traditions. They keep traditions. They're very much a monogamy type kid in the sense that they, whatever system they go and adopt, and they have very traditional based values. Now, if you're going over and parenting this kid, girl or boy, Your superhero tactic for today for that blueprint is to be very clear about curfews, bedtimes, timelines, etc. And written is better than anything. So if you have an opportunity to go write it on a board, go add it to their smartwatch, go over and maybe put it on an Excel sheet. Maybe it's whatever it is. For right now, we do a hybrid in our house that we go over and have it on a whiteboard, but we have it printed out. And then the notes that change on a weekly basis, we go over and put them on the whiteboard. So we have it corked on the whiteboard and going over and also have it from there. They don't like shifts. Like even when you're parenting in discipline, if you have a certain discipline tactic and you adjust, you need to give them form of instruction why you're going over and adjusting in that regard. But they love to have those blueprints. And they usually tend to even go to bed earlier. Like if you said you can go to bed whenever you want, they're going to establish themselves a curfew. They're going to establish themselves a bedtime. They're going to establish themselves some of those timelines. So be very clear, not clear from your perspective, clear from their perspective. When they can summarize back what you're going over and saying, and then you're both in sync, that's going to help you go over and thrive. Now, if you're not the blueprint parent, this is going to be a difficult thing to go over and do, but this is what parenting is about, is to go over and to shape our kids into those superheroes. So that's the blueprint. Let's jump into the action. Now, the action, this is a review. If you watched this yesterday, and this is a little bit new as we go in, is the action card. They go over and look for things of power. They love money. They love superheroes. They love action and competition and whatnot. They love to have freedom. So for them, the schedule is kind of difficult in that regard. For them, they like to be spontaneous and just to go over and do things. They wouldn't schedule live at 6 o'clock. They would go over and just put it on when they go over and feel like it. From there, they like lots of excitement and opportunity. They love to have competition. So if you can bring competition at the stay-at-home environment right now in your daily routines, that's great. Have an opportunity to go over and win. Have them an opportunity to go express their style and express their image. And from there, their superhero tactic is this for you as a parent. If you are parenting this action type kid, give them enough rope to let them stretch the rules and express their freedom. So for example, instead of going saying the bedtime is by 8:30 or whatever it is, you can go over and say, hey, as long as you get these certain things, you can extend your bedtime. Hey, you want to have more freedom? You go over and do these things. I'll let you do them whenever you want. Put a line in the sand, say, hey, by end of day, 8 o'clock, you have it done, but you can choose when you go over and do that. They'll usually take responsibility when you give them the freedom when to go over and do these things. So that's your action superhero tactic. Let's go check the comments if anybody has any questions. Yep, Michelle Murray says it's right. Yes, it's important to be a blueprint parent. Yes, blueprint parent is good, but if your child is an action or a knowledge or a nurturing as we go in, we want to contextualize that. We got to have the blueprint, but we got to think of the child in mind. But great comment, Michelle. Thank you. So let's go jump back in. All right, going into the nurturing style. Again, the nurturing style, if you watched this yesterday, it's kind of a review, but if it's new, we're going to expand on that. Again, the cards go over and have the symbols. They have the heart. They have the contribution. They're the ones that are more the recycling of the box. They love to go over and to be involved. For them, they look for relationships and authenticity. So at this time in COVID-19, they're wanting to connect with their friends. They're wanting to connect with their family. They are the movers and shakers usually in this world because they have lots of connections. The actions are too, but they're more money makers. The nurturers are more network makers. They go over and create those huge networks. They love to contribute and to have charity. So if there's any way they can contribute during this time, go over and fuse in, even if it's something of like videos online that are of encouragement for them in their communities that they're connected. They love to have that. So online videos when they can connect with their friends is fantastic. They love to contribute. Your superhero tactic for them in parenting is this: spend time with your child. And this is for every child, but contextualize a little bit different, one-on-one, because they need your love and attention. There's a difference in there. The action wants to go over and to have fun on that one-on-one. We didn't get into that, but that's another, freebie tactic. But for them, they look for your love and attention. snuggles, cuddles, attention with whatever they're focused and really enjoying. Like my son really likes to go over and talk about Minecraft. I don't like it at all, but to go over and engage, I have to give love and attention, and to go over and to ask questions in that particular regard. It was very fruitful to go take a long walk with him yesterday, to go over and to have that time to go over. So doesn't matter if it's guy or girl, they usually want more face-to-face time than they want shoulder-to-shoulder time. So the nurturing style child is going to want to have that on a regular basis. So that's your nurturing superhero tactic. And last, and certainly not least, is your knowledge. So as of like yesterday, this card goes over and displays like they like to think, they like to go through processes, they love computers and technology. They're not much of a handshaker. They rather hand a business card or give the Vulcan sign and whatnot. From there, they love to learn. They love to do self-mastery. They're the ones that are the think tanks in the house. They're more of your mouth thinkers in the house. They don't usually process their words out just like I do. I can spitball. They typically do not. They like to understand the sciences and have universal truths. They love to look at the big picture. If you're just going over and talking and you're just babbling along like a high action kid can go over and do, they're not going to want to be involved in the game. They want you to be competent in what you're talking about. And as a parent, if you're parenting this child, the last superhero tactic for today, and we're going to summarize, this is actually a short lesson, is spend one-on-one time with them, but listening and discussing their thoughts and ideas. Again, attention is more about feeling with the nurturers, but knowledge, they want to know your thoughts and your ideas. They like to go over and exchange. So they can have a knowledge pool of whatever topic that they're going over and talking about, to go over and to figure it out. You guys go read together and then come back and discuss your thoughts and ideas. That's going to go show them love. And that's going to go have you connect more deeper to your child when you go over and pivot a bit to go over and listen and to discuss their thoughts and ideas. These type of tactics are going to help you go over and make deposits rather than withdrawals. So if I'm naturally a blueprint parent and I have an action child, and I go over and I take my blueprint card and I keep pouring it into my action kid, I'm not pouring in deposits. I'm actually withdrawing out of them on a regular basis. Vice versa on the same thing with a nurturing and knowledge. If the nurturing child goes over and is connecting with the knowledge parent, or vice versa, we as parents need to go over and pour in to the children, not going over withdrawing out. We are going to be the example, what they're going to go over and bring from the living room into the boardroom when they go back to school, or even virtual, or they will go over and learn what to bring in the bedroom in the future. So we need to go over and kind of morph our cards and visit them. We are a blend of all these. We're a blend of blueprint, action, knowledge, and nurturing. We're a blend of the whole bank, but we need to learn to visit so we can go make those deposits, because they're learning, and values are caught, not taught. Again, values are caught and not taught. So again, my superhero challenge again to you guys is to go over and go to https://crackmycode.com/thrive not survive to crack your code and your kids. At the end of the week, I will get back with you to go over into, if you guys want to go more in depth with this. Basically, I'll be giving everybody a 20-minute free assessment, any person, military, veteran, first responder. And if you ever crack your code, you guys get a 20-minute free consultation, not assessment, consultation, to go over and expand on that, how to actually apply that in your life. Because our goal is to get you to go over into thriving. And as you see in the ticker over there, we want to get you thriving to the next level. So if you're watching my ticker on the screen, I'd love for you to come to our virtual summit. We're going to have about 30 speakers from across the nation, celebrities and influencers, going over and helping you transform your life from a brick and mortar world, if you're running that as a business, or if you're in the corporate world, to take your world to bring it to a digital transformation. And me personally, I am giving away $250 Visa gift card when people go sign up. And all you have to do is go to that link. And then all you have to do is to go over and type in War Hero to Superhero or Daniel Faust. I prefer War Hero to Superhero because it makes it clear. That's our branded TV show that we do every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., transforming military veterans and first responders' lives from the bedroom to the boardroom. It's an expansion of this stream, and we'd love for you to connect. So if you go over and sign up for the event, and we get 1,000 people that go sign up for this event, and we're getting full that we had to upgrade the technology and push it back a week, that we'd love for you to go over and join, I will personally go over and mail you a $250 gift card. It'll be from me, Daniel Faust. Won't have anything on there except for my name, address, and then your address. And I just send a thank you card to you with the gift card in hand that you can go over and enjoy. No strings attached. All you have to do is go sign up for there. That is a technical string that you sign up, but there will be no other solicitation, nothing else in that regard. So if you go over and sign up for easywayliveevents.com and you are one of the winners, I just give you the $250 in cash, and that's it. And you don't have to hear from me again. So basically got a chance to win free money, and then don't have to worry about no taxes, no nothing. Don't have to worry about 1099s. Pretty awesome. I wanted to go over and do that to truly serve you guys. And again, my name is Daniel Faust, one of your hosts. I hope that you always are seeing this as a dialogue, never just a monologue. So if you guys are interested to understand more about this bank code, go to that website, go over and connect with me, go over and direct message me. I'd love to go over and to serve you. And again, here's the website again if you want to crack your code and take that superhero challenge to the bank by going to crackmycode.com/thrive-not-survive. Crack your code and your kids. Really easy, simple, and love to go over and to hopefully this goes over and serve you guys. And if you guys want more content contextualized to you, go over and message us. We're always here to go over and serve. All right, that's about it. So I want to thank you guys all for joining. Again, you got the information right on the screen to go over and connect. And for our virtual summit, we hope to go over and see you again soon. We'll see you tomorrow in another episode of The Living Room. Boop. Obviously, things are not working. Boop. Funny. Living Room, training your kids for the Ready Player One generation. All right. Thank you guys. You guys have a good day. Bye.